Keep it up, my nigga.
This is Mr. Gooch and JJ Show. Back in it.
We coming for you, nigga.
Yeah.
Suplex City, bitch.
Brett screwed Brett.
You keep on kissing babies and hugging fat girls.
I did it for The Rock.
Son.
Yes, sir.
You heard of this nigga named Slim Jesus?
Wasn't that some white boy?
Yeah. Yeah.
I seen. He kind of do look like M from back in the day, son. I'm not gonna trip, son.
You know, dude did a interview with Vlad TV saying that all that shit was like fake. He not really living that life and shit. And you know, and I'm like, it's just a parody and shit. You know, the song is dope, but it's got me thinking, like, so do people like not even care if you real anymore? Because look at Rick Ross, the nigga was a cop. Then you got Drake, the nigga don't write his own songs, you know. Then you got the nigga Slim Jesus, he's not really living that life, and he really says that. He's coming out really just saying I Glock 9 and you know stuff like that.
Well, think about it this way, son. We live in a society where we don't really care about all that stuff. I mean, look how people are so enamored with the whole reality TV. I mean, people don't really care about what's real, son. I mean, and let's be honest, reality TV is not real. It's scripted. I mean, let's keep it on.
Exactly. I think that's what the appealing shit is about it. Because think about it, like, while we like wrestling, right? If wrestling was real, we probably wouldn't even like that shit. The whole reason why niggas watch it is because the shit is scripted.
Real wrestling, son. Can you imagine, like, don't get me wrong, I guess real wrestling. I mean, I got no problem with it.
Nah, them niggas is gay.
But I don't see that shit. I have no interest on that, man.
No, I can't even say nothing about that because, you know, that nigga Kurt Angle, he actually is an Olympic gold medalist.
But
some respect, Brock Lesnar, NCAA world champion and shit.
Son, you have respect, but you know, if they were still, if Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar were still wrestling, just pure wrestling right now today, they won't be shit. Sorry, I'm keeping it real, right? I'm keeping it 100. That's just how it is.
Maybe if they was in a UFC, but then you still wouldn't have to know how to fight. But that wasn't even my point. I even forgot what the fuck I was talking about. About the whole reality TV show and shit. Like, I'm pretty sure everybody knows that all that shit is fake, but it's like putting your reality along with the scripted shit. Like, that's what's most appealing. Everybody don't want completely scripted shit, and then completely real shit. It's like you playing with fire. Like with the whole Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston, they had their little reality TV show, and then them niggas just looked direct because you knew them niggas was on crack and doing drugs and you know, God rest her soul, Whitney Houston and her daughter, like you knew them. They was, you know, they was on that stuff and that shit just glorified it. But then you got your little fake ass reality shows, you know, little Kim Kardashian shows and Total Divas and you know, this shit, the Bruce Jenner.
Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks. Well, Hard Knocks is
son. You can't sit here and tell me that it is 100% real.
I don't listen.
Son, I'm not going to say
it's more
scripted,
documentary than, you know, reality show.
But let me put it this way to you. I don't think it's scripted 100%, but I don't think it's real 100%. I mean, you're really going to sit here and tell me that some of the shit that you saw, then were like for this season, they were just focused on JJ Watt. Son, the whole time she's JJ Watt this and JJ Watt that.
That's what they focus on. I don't think they tell him to fucking.
But don't you think that the players, they know that, you know, the cameras on them? When you think that you know, so I mean, let's go back a couple of years ago when Rex was like, you know, during that meeting, he was like, let's go get a goddamn snack, son. You really think that Rex the cameras
were
there?
That shit was scripted, son.
Son, that was scripted. Son, I would say it's a little bit of both.
Listen, I don't think that it's scripted per se. Like, you know, they write a script and say, "Yo, say this." But I do think Rex is a fucking he's a marketing genius, and which is sitting there. He had in his head like these cameras is on. I'm pissed off and I gotta say something. So then he just came up with that. But then they had to just saying that like after a meeting they always gonna get a snack. So that could have just been real though. Like Hard Knocks is one of them shows. It's more documentary than reality.
It's little to me it's a little bit of both. That's what I'm saying.
Why are you screaming for?
Oh shit.
I'm actually gonna look for the Hard Knocks. I wish we could have the actual soundbite, but you know, I'm also looking at it on YouTube real quick. Hold up. Son, all I'm saying is, you know, Rex, dude, he was gonna do that stuff. That's not great. I mean, that's Rex, and that's the cool thing about him. But at the same time, you gotta remember, I mean, Rex knows that there are cameras right there. He's gonna play into the camera.
But that don't mean that it's scripted though.
Oh, son. I mean, I don't mean scripted like, oh, HBO
they just go
has
with the
them.
best story. Like, you know, if Tebow was in camp, they're gonna focus on Tebow because they want to know, like, you know, his fall from grace or whatever. But it's not scripted though. Like, you know.
I'm just saying, son. Like with Rex, and I'm not just singling Rex out. I'm just saying that. I personally feel like that's him. That's what he do. But at the same time, I feel like, yeah, the camera's right here. Let me, you know, just you know, it's not like he's reading a script, but he's, you know, being all fired up,
He's
being all emotional, and exactly playing to the. It's like with wrestling, just playing to the crowd.
Yeah, that's being smart though. Get his name out there, get a little buzz.
Man, I'm out here looking at the video, son. Yeah, I wish we could use that the sound by something. It's hilarious.
But yeah. Oh yeah, we gotta introduce the show and shit. So, welcome to the September 18th, 2015 episode of the Mr. Gucci and JJ show. I do not know what episode number this is because
16 or 17.
Yeah, you know, we on Brock Lesnar's schedule. It's about
yeah. We took hiatus, man.
Yeah, we do this show like every 2 weeks now. It's supposed to be like every week, but we do it whenever we fucking feel like it.
Yeah, that's where it's gotten to at this point.
Yeah, and happy week one.
Hey, because I mean, son, you gotta think about it. Yeah, I mean, I still got baseball, right? Football just came on, right? And then we got all this other stuff going around that just don't got no time. I mean, son, I just and like an hour ago, I just came back from Long Island. So, I mean, that's how crazy it is, man.
You seen Zach Ryder?
That's my boy, son.
You still like Zach Ryder?
Yeah, son. Listen, man. So I told you before the show started, I had something to get off my chest. Okay. Now, excuse my language. I will try not to be as loud as I can, because I don't want my cousin, little, 3 years old, to hear it. So just bear with me. Okay. Son, yeah, you next. It's like Cody says, so you next.
Y'all been saying that for years, but I'm the only one without kids, so get the fuck out of here.
I don't got no kids either.
Oh yeah, but shut the fuck up, though.
Alright, son. This past Monday, and I didn't even watch the match, just let you know. Okay. This past Monday night, Vince McMahon and company decided that for whatever reason that they want to come up, it's OBS, it's all bull. They decided that what's best for business is to have a no talent, fake boobs. Okay? Cock sucking piece of shit. Take out AJ's lead, or AJ Brooks, longest Divas Championship title. I would let you guys know who I'm talking about. I'm not even going to mention her name because you know what? She's not even worth. She's not even worth.
I'll say her name. Nikki, we talk. Nikki Bella. My co-host feels some type of way about her becoming officially the longest reigning Divas champion ever. So he wants to say his piece on it.
Alright, so no, hold on, son. I'm not done. I'm not, son. I'm just starting, son. Okay.
Oh shit.
Here's the deal, man. Me and you and anybody, mostly or anybody that's listening to right now, grew up in the Attitude Era. Women
/ ruthless aggression era. Let's throw that in there.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
But think about it, his kids
But
have attitude era, ruthless aggression,
yeah.
mostly teenagers. So
yeah,
throw that in there.
Alright, so back in that era, back in both those eras, women, well, not so much on ruthless aggression, to some degree, yeah. Women were objectified. Right? You have your little manager, your little valet. You know, I mean, I'm just gonna throw it out there. You know, Sable. I got you know all that stuff that went out with Sable back in the day, and Ivory. So I mean, you know, there was some crazy shit that used to go on back in the day, right? And then you have your ruthless aggression divas. Your Trish Stratus of the world, your leaders of the world, which made us care about women's wrestling. I mean, for God's sake, Lita and Trish, you know, they made them into the Raw. Yeah. And for the last couple of weeks, with the whole Bellatron, I swear to, I'm not even going. You know what? I'm sorry, God. I'm not even going to use you. I'm not even going to use you with me when talking about this piece of shit. Okay? Because honestly, I swear, I thought that Charlotte versus that piece of trash. Okay.
Why you keeping it PG? Why don't you fucking?
Son,
you can curse, bro.
Son. Piece of shit. I'm just a piece of shit. I'm just not trying to be all loud because of my cousin. Like I told you, I'm gonna get my singers in there. Okay. So I could have swore that they were gonna main event Raw, son. The way that they were hyping it up, son. And son, the fact that you still knew that okay, they're still gonna have the Divas match at Night of Champions. You knew, regardless, that she was gonna win. So, by the way, WWE created him. Oh, I'm not. You know what? I'm not even gonna blame creator. I'm gonna blame Vince because this is all. This guy is friend all over. You know, if running an applause for you guys. Well, for you, Vince. You know, for being as out of touch as you always been. And not giving the fans what you wanted because you wanted to listen to an asshole like John Cena. Okay. So here's the deal. This is how I feel currently about the U.S. Division, which is not fair. It's not fair to the girls coming.
Oh man, in this damn Divas division.
That piece of shit being the face of the division. You know what's that do? You know what that do, man?
What it
that makes it gives the Divas no credibility whatsoever.
They never had any credibility.
It's done. There is no Diva Revolution, people. It is over. Because in what world? And if you listen, I try to watch NXT as much as I can. I wish my co-hosts watch NXT more than I do, and probably most of the viewers probably watch NXT more than I do. Okay, I don't have the time, but the little bits and pieces that I do see, I mean, I see some crazy stuff.
What if Nikki? What if Nikki hold it till Mania?
I'll get into that later. In what world can I can understand a kid, but in what world can you expect as smart fans believe that bitch, because that's what she is, okay? In what world do you believe that this piece of shit can be Charlotte, can be Becky Lynch, can be Sasha Banks, hell, could she be big? Hell no, son. The 4 horsewomen, like, yo, there's like, them is greatness right there, and then after that, it's just cheats, it's just shit, it's pure monkey crap, like The Rock, man. I'm bringing The Rock in, and there was a promo, for the life of me, I've been trying to look for this promo, but I can't find it. The Rock was talking about Stone Cold. He said something. I think a monkey and something has sex, and out came Stone Cold, out came his monkey ass. Well, that's you, Nikki Bella. That's you. You're you know. You suck. You're a piece of shit. You're just monkey trash. Okay.
While you're ranting on the so-called Divas Division, Revolution, and whatever, I'm afraid I've got some bad news. Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Bayley, and Sasha Banks are not on the new SmackDown game, and they will not even be DLC. What do you gotta say about that?
Wow. So here we are. Talking about the biggest roster ever. Okay. The biggest roster ever. And mind you, so if you want to make the excuse, oh yeah, it's because they're divas, you know, they weren't brought up to the main roster. Okay, all right, that's the excuse that 2K and TSQ used to use before. And I know this is Vince. This is Vince hand all over. Okay, why is Eva Marie in it? Why is Hideo Itami in it? I mean, they on NXT. They on NXT.
There's a funny thing about that, because I remember Sasha Banks said she was scanned for it, and I'm pretty sure it's something that probably happened, but it's on WWE's end, because THQ they released a statement or something. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick, because this is when I seen it. But damn, son, we gonna get freaking Iron Sheik and the other dude that be with him. Don't nobody care about. We gonna get Sergeant Slaughter. Like, who gives a shit? We gonna get all these people. We ain't even gonna get Hulk Hogan on it. But speaking of this, of the game, they gonna have the Stone Cold Steve Austin move and shit. You could play as that nigga from when he was even in WCW though.
You know, I'm not off this, man. I'm not off this, man. You mean to tell me that? Hold on, let me look at the roster. Let me look at this roster real quick, okay? Hold up. Give me 1 second, okay? Let me see if I can find the roster. Ah, boy. I mean, son, to some of the, I understand there's a big presence on having addict to error people. Okay, I get it.
D'Lo Brown.
No, son, you can't talk shit at my mother like D'Lo Brown.
Nah, but I'm saying, like, they do put all these irrelevant people in, like D'Lo Brown.
But let me. Why do Arnold Schwarzenegger
Schwarzenegger.
has to do with wrestling.
He wasn't.
He has, if I'm not mistaken, he has 2 spots in the roster.
He in the Hall of Fame.
But do you see him wrestle?
For one, I can see the Terminator being a character, and second, he did come and like slap Triple H that one time, so you know he did get physical.
I mean, hold up, I got the roster right now. I mean, you have Colonel Mustafa. Really?
Oh, sorry, I got the theme right here. Let me get my voice ready. With our final roster reveal this past Monday, it was awesome seeing the excitement for the New Day, Enzo and Cass, Mikey Ripwick, and more. But it was clear that some in the community are frustrated by the lack of the newer diva added to the main WWE roster recently. We pushed hard as we could to include Sasha Banks, Charlotte, Becky Lynch, and Bayley in WWE 2K16, but it simply did not work out for various reasons. While we are not divulging full details in WWE 2K16's post-launch plans just yet, we can confirm that the 4 Horsewomen will not be available as DLC. We are proud to have and built the largest WWE roster to date featuring the most divas ever. The WWE 2K16 disc includes all of the divas on the main roster at the time we locked it in, 13 playable in total. We will agree the Divas Revolution is great for business and look forward to celebrating the Divas even more in future WWE 2K titles. Suck a dick. AKA Vince McMahon. It's like that. But yeah, there you go. When they got it, and it has a big ass sign that says pre-order now. Suck my dick.
But okay, so Eva Marie, she's a lot. She deserved to be in it, right?
Apparently.
I mean, I was reading some of these things while you was talking. I mean, you know I love food love, okay? But is that really a spot you want to have in there? I know he faced Austin before.
Well, son, all this is not really the end of the world because think of it this way. Like, now, it's not like how when we was younger, we had it, like, we just had to settle for this shit, right? But now you can upload, like, faces and shit. And, like,
son, I know, but it's not the same, son. I understand what you're talking about, but it's not the same.
I know.
I mean, son, I am,
sure
son.
Bitches will be DLC.
Yo, son, I am not going to play with the Master Man, son. I'm not playing with Rick Rude, son. I'm not playing with Lex Luger, son. Son, what's the point of giving me the biggest roster ever? According to you, according to WWE. But you don't want to give me current.
But listen, son, all this shit don't even matter as long as the online is alright. As long as me, you, and Cody can get on that
okay,
shit.
Yeah. I mean, that's all cool and all. But what happened when we offline, son, and you trying to play Universe?
I'm pretty sure they'll have. They got enough
son,
dude, though.
Son, oh yeah, son. But don't you think you want to also think about the Divas as well? Well, I mean, you know what? At this point, you know, I will used to put back in 2K15. I will put emphasis on trying to like play the Divas matches and be all in on them and shit, son. I don't care. I don't care, son. Like, yo, I'm a simulator. I don't care what happens. If Paige win at this pay-per-view and the next pay-per-view she loses, I don't care. Oh well.
Well, hey, that's whatever. Get used to wait a minute. Night of Champions is fucking Sunday. So
by the way, just one last thing. I am going to shit on even more on the WWE 2K16. I mean, I'm gonna make a random diva. I'm gonna make like a creative diva and just put her stats at 99 and just go ham. Just go ham, son.
You fucking psychopath.
You damn right.
A fucking psychopath. Oh damn, man. Eva Marie. You do know they planning on making her like NXT Women's Champion, right? Because they said they think it'll validate her.
I really can't see Triple H doing all of this. I can't, son.
Why not?
Son.
Why not, son? Why does NXT come out all of a sudden? Motherfuckers want to forget that Triple H is. They want to act like he's all this good person. But then before NXT, think about it, before NXT, niggas used to hate Triple H and want to talk about, oh, he burying people. He only out for himself. He don't know like. But now everybody want to ride his dick and suck his dick. Like, nah, get the fuck out of here. I know,
like, son. Nah, son,
he is still on Vince McMahon's side. Like, come on.
Son, I understand that. But you know there is a difference between Vince. There's a difference between Vince and Triple H. I mean, can we agree with that?
Yeah, one is fucking 45 years is between them niggas.
Son. Yeah, I mean, you know, son, I mean, really, son, I mean, you know me. I hate Triple H even right now. I mean, the guys, I mean, I respect them, but
he's the devil.
He's a, you know, exactly. But son, the way it is, son, I don't know, son. I can't picture, son. I don't know, son. I'm sorry, son. I just can't see it, son. I don't think.
Listen,
like I could see him trying to push her, but not to that extent, son.
This is what I'm gonna say to you, son. Whenever I say these things, I'm always right. Bruh, listen. WrestleMania, I said Triple H was fucking going over. You didn't think, you was like, nah, man, they wouldn't do that as a thing. I said Triple H is going over. Triple H went over. I fucking said that Peyton Manning was gonna do great last night, nigga. And the nigga did great, son.
Son, it was like, what, 250, son?
Son. And now, I'm gonna say, Eva Marie is winning that goddamn belt, son. It's gonna happen. And she's gonna beat Bayley for that goddamn belt, son.
So let me ask you this question.
At an NXT Takeover event, she is gonna beat Bayley.
Oh, okay. So let me ask you this question.
Excuse my language.
Now you saw all. Oh, son. I mean, I wish you could talk the same way that you're talking about Eva Marie, about Nikki, but you know, that's a different story for another day. What do you think is gonna happen, son, when she do win that belt? Let's say she wants to say at NXT Takeover in London. And, son, I mean, a London crowd, son, in New York and a London crowd and a Chicago crowd and a Philadelphia crowd are all the same.
Listen,
okay?
If the match is good, son, I really don't even care.
Son, are you really going to sit here and tell me that you think the match is going to be good?
Hell no, but what I'm saying is, if the match, let's say she go out there against Bayley, and they have a freaking awesome match. They have a match like that I believe that her and Sasha Banks are going to have at the next TakeOver. Let's say they have a match, not like that, but a match like really close, like you know, for a good little 4-star match. But Eva Marie win, but it's not like a shitty finish, like a distraction roll up or something like that. It's like on some, like she beat her, but like on some heel shit. Like I said on the last show, what if it turned out that she paying off all these niggas? Like she paid off the referees so she could win, so it could be like, it looked like do the old school Hulk Hogan shit when he first lost the belt. You could have Bayley clearly kick out, but the referee still count 3 and give Eva Marie the belt. You could do that. Play off of the crowd. Play off of everybody think that they're tarnishing the belt. And it turns out, that the company is really working for her. So it's like perception is reality. Like we all know that the company really wants to push her. So why not put that in the storyline? Have the goddamn referee screw Bayley out the championship, even though she clearly kicked out, or do a Montreal Screwdriver. She didn't say I give up, but I'd rather do the whole kick out thing, make it that obvious instead of, you know, she said I give up and shit, and give Eva Marie the belt that way.
Son, you can say whatever you want to say, son. Listen, all of this to me is just BS.
Because think of it this way: Bayley has to lose that belt. She do, because she could get one or 2 defenses and like against Dana Brooke, beat her, and she should. She gonna fight Dana Brooke, but she could fight Dana Brooke, beat her, then fight Emma, beat her, and then come against Eva Marie and lose, because Bayley, she's the baby face. She's better at the chase. So once she gets she can have the belt, get a little bit of credibility, get some title defenses under her belt, lose it to Eva Marie, and then Bayley can chase her again. Do that shit. I'm all in favor for that.
Well, son, fuck Eva Marie. That's all I got to tell you, son.
Alright.
There's nothing, son. There's nothing you can say. Son, Eva Marie is not, son, you cannot see and tell me that Eva Marie is the type of person that you think is going to be here. And I don't really care, right? Do you really think she's going to try to be here for the long haul, son? She's not here for the long haul, son.
Ain't none of these bitches in it for the long haul.
I don't think you can say that when it comes to, the 4 horsewomen.
Son, once these chicks turn 30 and decide they want to have families, these bitches is out of it, son. They're out of it, son.
Yeah, but I understand that. But, you can understand that.
Look at all the divas. Look, Trish Stratus wasn't in it for 10 years. Lita wasn't in it for 10 years.
Yeah, son, but they didn't went on to do some extracurricular activities afterwards and use WWE as a launch, which again I don't care.
Okay, yeah, but I'm saying,
but you
think
being
about
a
their
phony
time on top though. Like,
son, son, that's being a phony, son.
Like, I don't know, man. All this shit. Who gives a shit, man? I'm saying if they give her the belt like that, I can see them justifying like that. But there's an X factor in that. She has to be good. Like if she still fucking sucks, like she has to at least be halfway decent. She just can't be completely sucking to do that storyline. She has to at least be able to pull off heel moves. Like her facial expression, like her matches. Like I actually sat and watched her matches in NXT. They're okay, but it's just her facial expressions are not there, and like she fucking bombed on the whole kicking out and shit, but you could work that into a storyline, like I said, have her paying off the referees or whatever. But, whatever. Who gives a fuck? As far as I'm concerned, it's just like the WNBA at this point. Who gives a fuck? Because, like, yo, they ain't gonna treat the girls like that, so why the fuck should I even care? I'm done talking about these fucking bitches.
Oh, son, that's messed up.
I'm just saying. Sasha Banks my favorite wrestler, period, right now, is what I'm saying, but they don't see that, and they want to push Sticky Bella and her fucking
stinky.
Want to say that she fucking role model to women, but I'm sitting there watching Total Divas. You got your nipples poking out there. I'm sitting there watching here with my 9-year-old little sister. She got her nipples poking out there. You talk about your role model to kids, and I'm like, oh, bro. I'm like, yeah, I'm a man. I like seeing that shit is sexy or whatever, but it's just like, yo, that's fucking hypocritical. Like, you can't have it both. Like, yo, are you fucking stupid? And this bitch only pay her cell phone bill.
Yeah, exactly. That's all she do. And she living up. You know what? Listen, if John Cena was gay, son, I mean, I might even consider it, son.
Wait, just what? Whoa. If John Cena was gay, you might consider hitting John Cena.
Hey, I'm just saying. Yo, if I get to live in that.
Yo, I'm texting this nigga. Hold up. I'm saying it right now. Yeah.
Hey, if I get to live in that big ass house and only gotta pay my phone bill, sure, why not?
I'll be like, yo, your man said if John Cena was gay, he would smash.
If I was gay, son.
Man.
If I was gay, son.
I clearly, the listeners heard it. You clearly said if John Cena was gay, man.
Yeah, son,
like,
but
wait, what?
You're assuming, son.
I'm not assuming shit.
Assume,
that's what the fuck you just said.
Yeah, son. As long as I am.
Wait, you just said what?
As long as I will be gay, son.
So you gay?
No, I'm just saying if I was, son.
Alright, whatever, son.
Man, this shit just took like a 180, son.
Alright, whatever, son. But, fucking... Yeah, Monday Night Football is back and the Raw ratings went down. Them niggas
down
didn't
the
even...
toilet.
Yo, they didn't even get over 3. They got like a 2.8. Like, that shit's bad, man. And for one, the main event was goddamn Big Show versus Sting. That transitions into John Cena versus Big Show and Seth freaking Rollins. No wonder the ratings went down. I was pissed off.
Son, what you think about Big Show, son?
It's fat.
Yo, I went on a rant, son. Now it's your turn, son.
I'm not ranting on Big Show today. It's just here's just the thing. They just think there's a problem with that. This main event tells you something about the show. This is the so-called season premiere, right? Up against Monday Night Football. Matt Ryan and Julio Jones is going up against the Eagles, right? So the main event they put in, okay, what they think gonna attract the most viewers. Sting, okay, I can see why they would want to put Sting in there because you don't see a lot of him. In that time when he came back, they popped and got a 5 million rating or whatever, right? Even though Sting didn't even draw money in WCW or TNA because, truth be told, niggas didn't even watch TNA to see Sting. So, okay, but I can understand you put Sting in there, but then you put Sting in there against the Big Show. So that tells you that they still think there's some value in the Big fucking Show, right? When there's no goddamn value in Big fucking Show. You don't put Sting in, you don't say, oh, Sting versus Brock Lesnar or something, which you know people are going to be interested in to watch. People might even not want to watch the Monday Night Football and watch Brock Lesnar destroy Sting, even though it wasn't going to happen. Or you could do, I don't know, Sting versus Bray Wyatt. I don't know. Maybe something interesting. Just something more interesting than Big Show. But then what pisses me off, they transition it into you throw John fucking Cena into that. Okay, I can understand John Cena. He's a cash cow. There's some market value in seeing Sting with John Cena. But then you try Seth fucking Rollins out there. He's boring as shit. Okay, but then you still got Big Show in there, and then transition to a boring ass tag match, and the only combinations that can go into there is Seth Rollins versus John Cena. John Cena versus Big Show. Sting versus Big Show. Sting versus Seth Rollins. Big Show, Big Show, Big Show. And then we see Sting get in there like once, tagging John Cena. John Cena's in there for the majority of the time. So what do we see for the majority of the fucking match? John Cena versus Big Show. John Cena versus Seth Rollins that we just seen for the 1 millionth time. For the Seth Rollins versus John Cena is turning into John Cena versus Randy Orton, as far as I'm concerned. And then you got Sting coming in, and it's just, what the fuck are you doing? And then to top it off, we just already talked about the whole Divas shit. I'm not talking about that anymore. But it's just, what's the point? Like, it's the fall season. We knew the show is always shit around this time. So
yeah, I
am so glad football is around. Because then we can talk about some other shit other than this boring ass Monday Night Raw. We can talk about fucking Peyton Manning.
DraftKings, baby.
DraftKings, yeah, I'm making some goddamn money a little bit right now. Oh yeah, but we ain't even done because we still gotta talk about Night of Champions.
Don't get souped up, son. Nah. Fuck Night of Champions, man. Let's talk about my man Donald Trump, son. Somebody called one of his supporters, right, at a press conference, called Obama. I don't know the whole quote, but basically called him a Muslim, right?
Yeah.
And the guy called him that. The guy said that Obama's not American. So, what did Trump do? Nothing. Now, what's going on with that is that that's drawing a lot of attention because people's like, are you serious? You're not supposed to how Trump is with Obama, but still, so that's being disrespectful. You questioning another man's faith, and then and Obama doesn't care, but still, and then you want to say that he's not American. So, that's the current thing that people are talking about right now, man. Man, the whole birther shit, that shit was crazy. Anyway, right now...
I said this earlier on Twitter. Do you know why Donald Trump is going to win? Why I think Donald Trump is going to win?
Because of the crazy people, man.
No, bro, because whether you like it or not, this whole United States presidential campaign is a popularity contest. No matter, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what anybody want to say. It's a popularity contest. The only reason why Barack Obama won was because he was black. First of all, And then this time, Donald Trump will probably win because let's think about the stupid, ignorant voter, right? That just blindly goes in to vote. Doesn't watch no press conferences, don't watch no debates, don't watch nothing. They just blindly go in there and vote like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go in there and do this and that. They go in there, right, and they don't know. They're basically voting off of name recognition. They're gonna go in there. They're gonna look at there and they're gonna be like, hey, I know who this is. I seen the name Trump. They're like, oh, Trump must be. You know, he's famous. So then they're going to vote for Donald Trump. Even the ignorant right vote. And then you even got the rednecks that's going to vote for him because they don't even like Mexicans. And then, you know, and then there's nobody else that's really all that appealing. Who else is even more appealing? That's why he's rising in the polls. Popularity. He's a goddamn marketing genius. And America is so fucking dumb, they're really going to elect this nigga into the White House. And then complain when the fucking country goes to shit. Watch.
Let me put it to you this way. If this was, let's say, I'll go as far as 20 to 25 years ago, Donald Trump wouldn't even be known with the. However, given that we are in current times and, you know, the internet and all this nonsense, again, like we were talking about earlier, reality TV, well, guess what? Guess who's the most popular? Guess who people talk about instead of politicians and the real issue? They talk about people like Kim Kardashian. They talk about Donald Trump. I mean, let's keep it real. The only reason Kim Kardashian is famous because, you know, she showed her pussy on the video. Just saying.
You take that long ass pause.
Yeah, she took a long dick shot.
No, I'm saying why you take that long ass pause.
No, I'm just, you know, being dramatic.
Yeah, cause she showed her pussy. You're like, yeah, we already know that. She proud of
Well,
that
that's what I'm
shit.
saying. Yeah, and she's still doing it. Wow, son. I mean,
how can you have respect for that nigga Kanye? That nigga running for president. I'm voting for that nigga.
Son, that shit. It would be hilarious. I'm not gonna lie.
You know what? If Kanye won, I don't even think that would be the worst thing in the world because I actually think he's down for like the people. Like,
man, I won't go that far.
Son, George Bush doesn't care about black people. Son, like he would be.
Oh, that's something. You know, your son. Just look at Katrina, son.
Son, yo, Kanye, he would probably be alright president. I don't know, but what celebrity would be a good? Would you think would be a good president? Like if they just it was just like, you know what, my nominee, The Rock. If The Rock was president, that nigga would be a good president.
Oh, son, hell yes, son. Like, son, can you imagine The Rock time, like just going up against some of these, like, let's say, Vladimir Putin, son, from Russia, son. Can you imagine just, son, like, son, The Rock. He would go up to his face, son, and he was, like, son, he would be tough. That's the thing. Sometimes that's what you need in the White House, man. You gotta be tough.
Or The Rock would be a good one. Who's another one? Because the only reason I say The Rock is because you don't got no dirt on the dude, son. Like you ain't got no stories of him beating nobody. You ain't got no stories of him on drugs and shit like that. Like he's just like he ain't got no. He cool. And who else? Who else probably be alright? Could probably run for president. Can't really. It's times like this. Man. I wish we was doing this shit live, so we can have like a chat room, so then people could be writing.
So that,
give us suggestions.
I don't know, son. I don't know a celebrity that could be a good president. I'm trying to think, man. I'm
we don't even know what their policies and shit gonna be, but I don't give a fuck. We just talk about like like based on their personalities and shit like that.
Can't think of nobody, man.
50 Cent.
How about Shaq, son?
This nigga Shaq.
Shaq.
The tallest president ever in history.
Son, that should be hilarious.
Michael Jordan, let's get it.
Well, you know what? Jordan is, I don't
Jordan
know.
brand on the White House. That'd be the biggest
Jordan-
marketing
Jordan-
strategy
Jordan-
in the history of mankind. Jordan become president and he stamped the Jordan logo on the White House. Yo,
I mean, Jordan was cool, son, but I feel like he's just bland. Like now, like he's just, you barely even hear about Jordan anymore. That's just
they just care about LeBron and Kobe and shit.
What?
Yo, you ever heard the story about Chameleon when he said he met Michael Jordan and he was just an asshole?
Son, I'm telling you, son. That's why I heard some stuff back in the day, son. Jordan was like that, son.
Yeah.
I think he went to Atlantic City, son, and he went in, son.
Gambling, right?
Yeah, he had a gambling issue, son.
That's like you with this DraftKings, bro.
Nah, son. It's not, son. It's not gambling when you can stop, son.
What? That's the fucking dumbest. That's what gambling people say. It's not gambling if you can stop.
Son, it's not gambling if you can stop, son. It's not a problem, son, if you can stop it, alright?
Wait, that's what fucking people with problems say.
Nah, son.
You remember when you was alcoholic and shit?
Oh, son. Back in this day when we were playing SmackDown, son, and Call of Duty.
Yo, man, we gotta do that again one day, but niggas ain't be having time.
Yeah, man, with jobs, man, that's how it is.
Oh, well, fuck it. Shit. What the hell was I saying?
What's up with this card, man?
Oh, yeah, the Night of Champions. Alright, we about to hit that fall drag season.
Alright, man, so I'm looking at the card right now. Ah, man. Here's the pre-show. Adrian Neville, or just Neville, I guess.
Oh my god, I really want to just think about that shit.
I know. That's why I took another long pause, just even looking at this right now. The Lucia Dragons and the Cosmic Wasteland.
Yeah, that's Stardust and Ascension.
Yeah. So yeah, man, how you feel about that?
I hope Stardust and Ascension win because I like Stardust. I don't really give a fuck. Cause who cares? It's cool because it's a comic book, I like the old comic book shit, but I look at Adrian Neville and I just think when Finn Balor comes up, that's gonna be him.
I mean, I don't give a shit either way about this match, but just for making a pick purpose, yeah, I'll go with the Cosmic Wasteland as well, with the Ascension and Stardust.
Oh, just throwing that out there. The last week, the Matadors beat up the Little Bull, so I guess they not with him no more. Yeah, that's how far Raw has come, son. They're beating a bull on TV. Wow. Anyway, so the New Day, Kofi, Big E, and Xavier Woods versus the Dudley Boys for the Tag Team Championship. I will say the New Day. I think the New Day is gonna retain. How about that? I mean, it will be a great feel-good moment, but I think maybe at the next pay-per-view they might win it. I just don't see it happening now. Dudley's are gonna win by a DQ.
It's not even a tables match anyway.
Somehow they're gonna get out of it with a DQ.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna do a tables match at the next pay-per-view or something. So,
yeah,
but at some point I expect the Dudley to get those belts.
Oh yeah, me too. So I just don't think it's gonna be now.
You have to make them 10-time. You have to make them 10-time champions.
Word. But yeah, man, I think that's a match that I'm really looking forward just to see them again, like in action. you know, and you know the New Day always, you know, always being funny with the little
The
shenanigans. So.
damn trumpet and shit.
But yeah, so we got Dolph Ziggler versus Rusev with Summer Rae in a singles match.
They fighting again. You know, Ziggler came out on Raw and gave Summer Rae a gift, and she was hiding it behind her back and stuff. Very obvious, and I'm like, you expecting us not to see, especially the cameras on it. And Lana even took like a picture of it and put it on Instagram and showed Rusev. It was like, oh, beware of snakes or whatever the fuck she said. And so I'm thinking like they're probably trying to put Summer Rae and Rusev back together, which would be what's best. So we'll see.
I mean, when it pertains to the storyline, this match, I mean, this just has been going on for so long that at this point, it's like I don't really give too much of a shit. But then again,
check it out, son. This is what's gonna happen. Summer Rae is gonna turn on Rusev and join up with Ziggler, and then we're probably not gonna see Rusev back for a while until Lana come back, and then when he come back, he's gonna have Lana with him. That's what's gonna happen.
I mean, I could dig it, but at the same time, you know, me personally, I think a lot of people, they felt that this was Lana's time to be, you know, in a singles, you know, going single, you know what I'm saying? So, well, yeah, but you would think that when she comes back, she will, you know, keep on that path, but, I mean, I could dig it because, I mean, I don't really see Lana like that. I mean, I think Lana's better being a manager.
Yeah, they turned her into a bimbo.
Yeah. You know, they kind of took away that, I don't want to say they took away her sexiness, but whatever it was appealing to us, I think they took it away. But anyway, so we got the next match, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, and opponent, somebody to be named, a partner later to be named later.
Against
versus
the Wyatt family. Who's the partner gonna be? There was a graphic that came out a while back. I think it was strategically planned, and it had Baron Corbin on the side of Roman Reigns and Ambrose.
Well, yeah, I think that's what you told me before.
But I don't know. It could
but
be
I thought Baron
like,
Corbin. But I thought Baron Corbin was a heel in NXT.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I'm gonna say Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe. That's what I'm gonna say it's gonna be.
You know what?
I hope it's not Eric Rowan, but you know what? If it is Eric Rowan, I wouldn't mind if they did this. They say it's Eric Rowan, right? And Eric Rowan is on their team, so they had a match. But Eric Rowan turns on Ambrose and Reigns, right? And then he joins up with the Wyatt family. So now it's 4 members of the Wyatt family, and it's still only Ambrose and Reigns. So it's like you thought you had Eric Rowan on your team, but he's with the Wyatt family now. So, but there's still rumors going around saying Eric Rowan's not ready to wrestle. But I'm saying, if I'm thinking WWE style, if they're really gonna do it with Eric Rowan, I would prefer they do it like that and don't try to turn Eric Rowan babyface, because the nigga is worse than Snitsky.
Oh man, that's a disrespect, son. I'm sorry, son, but damn, son, you went off the wall, son. You went off the reservation.
Son. Eric Rowan sucked. What he does? Body slam, full Nelson drop, kick, big boot. Like nobody who gives a fuck about Eric Rowan with his wedgie and shit. Like, get out of here. I think it's Samoa Joe.
You know what? If that were to happen, I'll be cool with it. Just as long as he does turn heel and just, you know, they all 4 of them will start being Ambrose and Reigns. However, just to throw a name out there off the wall. I'm gonna go off the wall. So listen, I'm gonna go off the reservation with this. You know. And this is probably 1% chance of happening, but
the reservation.
Yes, off the reservation. So I'm thinking like a Native American right now. I'm gonna say son, Finn Balor. So I'm gonna say Finn. I know he's not ready technically.
Finn Balor.
Son. I told you it's off the reservation, son. I'm just throwing it out there, son. Just whatever.
Finn Balor.
Son, Finn Balor. But depending on the situation, if it is Eric Rowan, I think the Wyatt family's gonna win. If obviously he turns heel. If it's not Eric Rowan and it's anybody else except Eric Rowan,
it's gonna be Hulk Hogan.
Then Ambrose and Roman Reigns are gonna win the match. But yeah, that would be hilarious, man. That would be hilarious.
Son, yo, bruh, it's gonna be Hulk Hogan, son. We're gonna hear Real American, and that nigga gonna try it out because he apologized. Son. It's gonna be CM Punk. CM Punk confirmed.
I think I'd rather see Hulk Hogan.
Oh, speaking of Hogan, WWE tells talents not to have contact with Hulk Hogan anymore.
That's a little too much.
Fuck that nigga. I could say nigga, he can't, but fuck that nigga. What's crazy if Hulk Hogan said the exact same statement what I just said, that nigga would be in hot water. But I could say it. Fuck that nigga, Hulk Hogan.
That was standing, man.
Faggot ass bitch. I used to be on your side, but then like you doing all these interviews and you just trying to lie. Like yo, just be straight up, dog. Like you're saying, oh, we used to say that when I was growing up. The people from his neighborhood saying we never said that shit, and then he's saying, oh, I never say it, but I'm like, but you said that you used to say it. And it's just like, yo,
son, off the wall, son.
This is all because he just wants to get on a WrestleMania 30 card. I mean WrestleMania 32 card because he knows it's gonna bring like the most money, and he wants to be a part of the biggest seating event for the wrestling and shit. That's why he's trying to do that now.
Because I think the Silverdome, WrestleMania 3 record is gonna get broken regardless.
Man. Yeah, and this is his last chance to get his spotlight. So he don't really, man. Fuck Hulk Hogan. I don't even know why I brought him up. Anyway.
Word. Anyway, piece of shit versus Charlotte for the Divas Championship.
I think Nikki wins. I would have Nikki winning. That's the best thing. I would have Nikki winning.
100% it's a lock, son. Charlotte's gonna win the belt.
Son. You already got Nikki the record. Just at least build a heel out of this.
That's what it is, son. That's what it is. I mean, they got the record ready, son. I mean, there's no point, son. Is there really any point to have two title matches between these two women?
But what I'm saying is, like, if they
so close to each other, son. That's not like that. I've never seen. That's not WWE logic. Son. The champion does not retain twice. That's all I'm saying.
I say Paige screws Charlotte and Nikki retains the belt.
I mean, I could see it happening. It'll be fugazi, but it is what it is. I guess.
We're gonna talk about this next.
Divas, man. Anyway, Ryback versus Kevin Owens for the Intercontinental Championship.
I'm gonna say Kevin Owens.
Yeah, me too. You know what?
You gotta see the promo they did on Raw, son. When they was in the ring, Kevin Owens brought out the book, The Secret. Was like, oh, this is for weak-minded people and this and that. Just watch it, Ryback, he did okay. He wasn't on Kevin Owens' level, but he did okay. Just if you can, just go back and watch that shit.
Goldberg.
No, he's way better than Goldberg, actually.
What?
I mean, like, he's more talent. Let's put it this way. He's not better than Goldberg, but he's more talented than Goldberg. Goldberg couldn't talk. Ryback can talk. Ryback can do more. He can do more in the ring than Goldberg can do.
Let me put it to you this way: Goldberg, he was that. Like you see, like in sports, like you have, let's say with football, okay, you have a veteran, like let's say I don't want to say Tom Brady. Let's just say, okay. Let me give you Andrew Luck, right? You can compare Goldberg to Andrew Luck. Wow, Ryback is a person with upside.
Andrew Luck.
What?
You really saying Goldberg is Andrew Luck?
No, but I'm saying in terms of him being a veteran, like you know what you.
Goddamn veteran.
I'm saying you know what you're gonna get every night. That's what I'm saying. Wow. Ryback is I guess the second round pick. I mean, a second round pick that you know he got upside and he got more potential than the starting quarterback. He could be something much bigger, but at the moment he sucked. Or not so much suck. I mean, that's me talking, but
watch the match he had with Seth Rollins.
But it's just not the same. So that's what I'm what I'm trying to tell you. So.
Watch the match he had with Seth Rollins.
Alright. Whatever you say, man. I'm just keeping it real, son. Ryback, he's still not appealing to me, man. But whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, we both picking Kevin Owens, right?
Yeah, we both picked him.
I mean, I just feel like, you know what? Listen, I mean, Kevin Owens doesn't need a belt, but you know, let's give the man a belt.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we got Seth Rollins versus John Cena for the U.S. Championship.
I think John Cena gets it back.
Man. Yeah, but honestly, to me, it's 51-49. Like 51% yes, 49% no. I think it could go either way. Obviously, depends on what they want to do with Sting. I just don't see him. I think me and you spoke about this. I just don't see him walking out of Night Champion with 2 belts. He's gonna leave with just 1.
I personally think he leaves with none.
So that takes us to Seth Rollins versus Sting. So you think that he's not going to win?
Yeah, I think Sting is gonna walk away with the belt. And you know what? I don't think Sheamus is cashing in. I think Sting is just gonna have the belt.
It's hard, son. It's hard. Like, so like the fan side of me wants to, son, but at the same time, I'm trying to make up an excuse as to why WWE, like, you know what, son? Man. So let me put you as a fan, son, I want to see it happen. But just thinking in WWE's logic, son, I think Seth Rollins. Simply because I just don't see, number one, I don't see Vince. I mean, it's like you said, you're always bragging about your WrestleMania pick. And this is the same thing I'm thinking, son. I don't see WWE wanting to do that, wanting to give the belt to Sting.
Think of what the next pay-per-view is. It's Hell in a Cell. What match is it at Hell in a Cell?
Well,
if Seth Rollins beats Sting, what's the next match?
Yeah, that's true, man. But we don't know if babies,
I'm
man.
gonna have to edit shit. Alright, go ahead.
Anyway, no, man. I'm just thinking like, you know, I understand what you said about Hell in a Cell, but even so, man, I don't see it, son. I can't see. I think, I mean, we both said that SummerSlam was like a point that Seth Rollins had to get by, and he has.
So you're gonna lose the belt.
Yeah, but I don't think it's now, son. I think he might lose it. Yeah, maybe at Hell in a Cell. But I don't see. I can't see it happening with Sting, son. I mean, that would be. Listen, as a fan, me personally, in my heart, son, I wanted to see it happening. But as trying to think in WWE minds and creative and logic, son, I don't see it happening. I'm picking Seth Rollins.
Sting wins the belt. Seth Rollins gets pissed and says, I want to prove myself. I want Sting in the cage. Sting and he gets in the cage, fights Sting or whatever. Well, I don't know. You know what? It could go either way. Cause one, I do see them putting the belt on Sting, because so they can say Sting was the champion, right? And that would even justify him losing to Triple H the way he did at WrestleMania. Because you still really think Sting is gonna come in 2-0 WWE? Like, you can't do that to Sting, son. 0-2, son.
Well, son, I thought Triple H was gonna be in WrestleMania, so. I mean, you told me yourself, son. I mean. And I couldn't believe it when it happened. So.
Alright, check this out.
That's all I'm saying.
Check this out. I'm about to go out on a limb. What if...
off the reservation.
What if Sting beats Seth Rollins, right? But because of a Triple H interference, right? Triple H pedigree, Sting pins Seth Rollins and becomes a WWE champion, right? Sting joins the Authority. Sheamus comes out. Sting lays down for Sheamus. Sheamus is the new champion. And you got your new Authority right there. Seth Rollins is kicked out of the Authority. There you go, full Seth Rollins babyface turn. You got your new full-blown heel Sheamus. Not your full-blown new heel, but he's in the Authority now. Seth Rollins, you got Sting in there because him and Triple H got respect. He shook his hand and everything, and he been sucking Triple H's dick. And we ain't seen Triple H for a while. So, there you go. That's the way you would keep Sting on TV now. And, that I can see them wanting to do something big to get viewers on, from Monday Night Football, which is not going to happen. But,
that's never going to happen.
That's me going off on a limb. They can do that shit. Or you could just have Sting beat Seth Rollins clean and just be done with it. And Sting holds it all the way to WrestleMania. Drops it to John Cena, 16-time world champion, in the main event.
You bugging. Anyway, so that's Night of Champions. I'm already looking at the next sort of pay-per-view, which is a WWE live event from Madison Square Garden. I'm just letting you know right now. Brock Lesnar versus Big Show.
We going?
Did I just mention the match that I just told you, son? I mean, it's up to you, son. You're the one that got a bone to pick with Big Show.
You know what? He's fighting Brock Lesnar, so we can watch him get his ass beat.
Big Show, son.
I mean, I'm down if you down.
I'm down too. I'm just saying.
Think about it. It's next. What is it? Next Saturday or the Saturday after that? The Saturday after that, I think.
2 weeks from tomorrow.
Yeah. So if you want to go, we can buy the tickets on Wednesday if you want.
I'm down. I'm gonna look at those shits, man. But yeah, man. That's
camera side though.
Oh, dude, it's bugging, man.
Son, it's gonna be on the network. Son, it's gonna be on the network, son.
Oh, fuck that, son.
You're gonna be immortal.
Oh, son, you're bugging. But anyway, man. So yeah, man. So that's the card, man. What else is there to talk about, man? DraftKings, baby.
Fuck. I ain't gonna say fuck DraftKings because I ain't win no money yet, but I'm on the way to win the money. I still
You having fun, son.
Yeah, it makes the games more fun. Like even the games I don't even care about. I really sat there and watched the whole Broncos versus freaking
exactly.
Chiefs
Nobody
game.
cares about
like,
it. We don't. And son, and I watched it just because of you, son. Just trying to see what Peyton Manning was gonna do.
And I told you, son, he was gonna come through in the clutch, son. Like you gotta even look at last game. He was 24 out of 40. That wasn't even that bad.
You yourself was sucking shit about him, how he was sucking. So.
He was sucking at the beginning, but then I told you that's Peyton Manning. He was gonna come back.
Sorry, let me ask you a question before anything else. Don't tell me you're gonna pick him again next week.
Who you playing? It all depends on who they playing.
Son, you was bugging, man.
Son, don't pick the Jets defense this week.
Son, you know what? I'm sort of want to, son. I'm like I want to fall for that trap, son, but I got enough money that I could pick the Dolphins, and they're the #1 defense on DraftKings right now, and they facing the Jaguars. So I mean that tells you everything.
What if the Jaguars go ham? You know what defense I'd pick? I'd pick the Bills defense. I think they're gonna go ham on Tom Brady. But then if you pick the Bills defense, pick Gronkowski. Because regardless, I think Gronk is gonna get catches.
I mean, I got Gronk regardless anyway, but I don't got Brady, so I don't. I got Drew Brees, but that's just me. Son, I mean, I want to, son. But the thing is, when I think about that, when I think about the Bills defense, then I have Gronkowski. Is that, I mean, son, Gronkowski, he scored 4 touchdowns. I mean, given it was the Steelers, but Steelers are a decent defense. Son, I feel like, I mean, I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to lose some points while also gaining this. Because, you don't gain nothing, son. The Broncos play. Who do they play? They play the Lions.
I don't want to give away my strategy out here, but let me tell you how I knew I was going to get some good points off of this game and why I picked what I picked. I picked Peyton Manning, but I didn't get Demetrius Thomas. I got Emmanuel Sanders because if Demetrius Thomas is the #1 receiver, they're going to be covering him more. They're going to be giving him more of the looks. So the second option is Emmanuel Sanders. So I got the second receiver that's also very good. So Peyton was throwing to him more, and he got all the touchdowns. So that's how I got double the points. If I would have got Demetrius Thomas, I wouldn't have got as many points as I did. But then I also got members of the Chiefs too.
I can understand that, son, but at the same time, I mean, look at me last week. I picked Matty Ice, Matt Ryan, and Julio Jones. And John, Julio Jones got me like 34 points. And it's the #1 receiver. So I understand your strategy, but at the same time, depending on the defense, obviously, because there's a lot of factors that go into the whole, you picking. I mean, the Eagles, like I was telling you this, the defense, at least the secondary, is not really all that good, supposedly, allegedly. So I said, alright, let me get Julio Jones and maybe I get some points. I mean, I was expecting at least 100+ yards, but he got me like a good.
Oh, shit, I think I want to go down.
I don't know.
Manny's Texas Wieners.
What?
Nah, I know that was just mad random, but I was just looking at the time. It's like 8 o'clock right now. And I was like, I know I'm hungry as hell. And I was just thinking about when does Manny's Texas Wieners close? Because I want some of that shit.
You bugging bad. But yeah, man. So yes, that's just the way I see it. Son, I'm good for this week, son. I got Drew Brees, son. I got Drew Brees #1 receiver.
You sent me your lineup. You sent me your lineup, right? Let me look at it on my phone.
I'm pretty sure, son.
Alright, let me see. Let me help you out because sometimes I don't know. You won't be looking right.
You know what? Let me give you mine because I don't think you're playing the Millionaire Maker.
Nah, they want that $20 entry fee. You bugging.
Fuck that, son. I'll give that shit any day of the week, son.
Wait, so you put that $20 entry fee in there?
Hell yeah, son.
Oh, boy, you got a gambling problem.
son, what if I win $2 million, son? What would you say then?
That still don't mean you ain't have a gambling problem.
Anyway,
so you got Drew Brees, Forsett, LeGarrette Blount, Clausen. Okay, let me see. LeGarrette Blount is playing the Bills, right? I wouldn't say use him. I would say take him out. Forsett playing Oakland. I think that's good. Drew Brees is gonna go ham.
No. Hold on. You looking at the lineup that I sent you on the picture, son. But no, I already changed that lineup already. So let me give you this lineup for the Millionaire Maker, right?
Yeah.
Drew Brees at quarterback, obviously. At running back, I got Chris Ivory and Danny
Woodhead.
Yeah, I mean, son, I just feel like he had a good week.
No, I wasn't saying Woodhead like that nigga last name.
Oh yeah, well yeah. I got Chris Beasley from the Giants. He's wide receiver. He's cheap, and you know he was getting some good touches against the Giants last game, and now he's playing against yeah, no homo. And now he's playing against the Eagles. And what I told you about the Eagles secondary, they suck. So I got Chris Beasley from the Cowboys. Then I got Antonio Brown, which he's basically the number one receiver right now in the country. I mean, son, he went crazy on the field.
What about Odell Beckham Jr.?
Nah, son, I think he's overrated. Son.
Nah, he's not overrated. The only thing about it is
it's too hype, son. He's too hype.
The only thing is Eli gonna throw to him?
And I just that
think
son,
about these number one receivers.
Okay, son, but you're not gonna sit and tell me that all these defenses are not playing against Odell, son. They're playing against him, son.
Yeah.
Especially now that they don't have Cruz. I mean, if they have Cruz, I might even consider it, but not.
But son, you need to look at who other people's lineup too, because you might have to pick who some of they get picked because
I know.
If you got them same points, the only difference might be if you have a good flex player.
Yeah.
And a good flex player would be like a receiver because they get points for receptions too.
Alright, but you know what? I'll let you know which flex player I want to get down to. Anyway, so I got Brandon Cooks from the Orleans. Obviously, he's the number one for Drew Brees. I figured, you know what? Drew Brees is going to go all on the Bucks. I might as well just have his number one receiver too.
Yeah.
Alright, so tight end I got Gronkowski. I mean that's a must. And for my flex player I got Darren Sproles, son.
Yeah, good flex player. That's what I had last week.
Son, I thought about you last week, son. I would have never made that pick, son. But yo, son, let me look at how many.
Like I told you.
Son, he had 19 points, son. And he was the second. Was he the second running back? He might have been the third. I'm not sure. No, he was the second running back. And then, he made some couple catches too, son. So, yes, I had to make that pick. The only thing is that they playing Dallas, the Eagles.
Let me put you up. Let me put you up on game. Let me tell you my lineup for this week. Most of these players already played. So when I say their name, I'll give you points. Peyton Manning, he got me 21 points. Jamal Charles, he got me 23 points. I got Chris Johnson, son. He is going to start for the Cardinals against the Bears. The Bears suck, son. He is gonna do good, son.
Wait, Chris Johnson, the running back.
Yep, CJ2K. Chris Johnson, son. I got him. Jeremy Maclin, he got me 9 points or whatever. Emmanuel Sanders, he got me 28. I got Roddy White, right? They playing the Giants. I got the tight end for Kansas City. He got me 9 points. I got Darren Sproles, and I got the Giants defense.
Well, I mean, we talked about this already. I mean, obviously, the one bad thing is the Giants defense. I mean, I think they're suspect, but I mean, outside of that, son, and you have overall, I think you had like what, like 90. I already
got 92 points. I'm first place. I'm first place in the satellite ticket joint, but I'm 50 56 on another shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. So you got 1, 2, 3 players plus a defense yet to play. Son, I'll be honest with you. I mean, you look pretty good right now to me to make some money.
I need to enter in another contest for Sunday though.
So make a millionaire maker.
I'm not putting in no $20.
Son, but what if you win?
Speaking of $20, I'm about to go and spend like $20 on a pastrami sandwich and some cheese fries, my nigga.
Son.
So we gotta end up wrapping up the show though.
Son. You can make son. Alright, let me put it to you this way, son. Alright. What if you play, let's say, a $1 contest, right? Which is the smart thing to do. But let's say that lineup, son, is fire, son. Your number, son, you get like 200 points, son. How will you feel then? And let's say you win like, I don't know, $500, $600, which, you know, it's cool. It's cool too, son. But how would you feel, son?
If I win like $600, then I'll put in like the $20 for the million.
I understand, and I want to do the same thing too, son. But how would you feel the next day when you be like, damn, what would have happened if I would have put in $20 in that same lineup for a millionaire? That's all I'm saying, son.
Fuck that shit, son. I think I got a pretty good son. I've been doing good, son. I'm doing good, son. Even like look at my lineup last week. If Peyton Manning would have at least got a touchdown last week, I'd have been in good shape. I'd have made some type of money. The only X factor was Peyton Manning. I'm pretty sure I'm good. I can win money without putting fucking nah, man.
John,
you got that gambling problem over there.
John, what gambling problem, son?
Nah.
Oh man. But yeah, man. You know, everybody, you know, just. I mean, I guess it's time to wrap it up.
DraftKings, man, they need to sponsor us.
Yeah, man. You know, give us some free tickets.
Guccicast.com, maybe. Yo, what up with this? What up with this GTA? Like,
talk to Cody, man. I mean, I'm down. I mean, I got work tomorrow, but I mean, I'm good to go right now. So.
Yo, cause if you down, I'm down. Like, yo, I'm gonna go and get this food. Yo, see what up with Cody.
All I'm saying is, son, I'm gonna keep it real with you, son. If it's not the three of us, son, I'm not really all that land.
I'm down too, but yo, just hit that nigga and just see.
I'm about to text him right now.
Alright, cause I'm about to go and get this pastrami real quick. I'm gonna be hurt if these niggas ain't open, but whatever. Happy birthday to my cousin Short Dog out there, Dejan. You know, this nigga like 22. I gotta say that since this is the September 18th episode. Guccicast.com. Yeah, what you?
Follow me on Twitter at. I still have yet to fucking. That's not the handle, but I gotta change it, man. Anyway, follow me on Twitter at the_real_JJ02. You know, just follow me or whatever.
Bruh, and I'm still not off you saying if John Cena was gay, you would get him the business.
If I was gay.
Darren Young is gay and he looked like a black John Cena. So if you like black,
yeah, dudes, nah, but Darren Young got the same house.
You said he ain't got the same ass.
Nah, son, he ain't got the same house, man. He don't got the same money, son.
Say he ain't got the same ass.
it's all about the money, son.
Man, this is getting a little too homocentric over here.
Man, but yeah, man. So don't get murked, man.
Yeah,
you dig?
Yeah, don't go ass to mouth unless you marry that chick.
Don't get herpes.
Guccicast.com, baby, and go Jets. We play the Colts this week. Let's hope we murk them niggas.
Get on DraftKings. You dig it?
I got a feeling Andrew Luck. Yo, they gonna suck, son. You know what? I'm thinking about.
Son, that's why I told you it's a sexy pick.
The only thing is
to take the Jets.
The only thing is Crow. If Crow wasn't hurt, then I would say go ahead. I'm not feeling D Milliner, and I'm not feeling like the other niggas we got now. Screen, he probably alright, But bust this.
You know what,
screen,
son. I'll just give my answer, son. Against Jackson.
Yeah, it's
against
Jacksonville. But I'm gonna make a new lineup. But yeah, GoochCast.com, DraftKings.
Don't get murdered.